Ladies and gentlemen, the new update for Season 2 released today, and you can get Ultimate Blair. Now, this outfit that he comes with is absolutely stunning, although coming up short in some places, if you know what I mean. Anyways, was it an easy farm? Yeah, it was really easy to unlock it. I can tell you right now, some of these parts I did use advanced shape stabilizers. I did some in the outposts, and I did most of them dungeons and turned them in on the bosses. I got the bottom 3 parts all first try, and I think I got the enhanced cells like try number 8. So it's pretty simple. Obviously, we swiped and skipped the oven timer because we're not waiting no 36 hours for it to cook. What did I learn? Well, it was nice because I leveled up my Blair and my tuning board before the ultimate version came out, so I was able to just transfer over all my catalysts and my board because I had the item. If you're wondering what this item is, it's the photon imprinter. This is what I transferred my data over from. So if you just log in daily, you'll get to this point and you'll be able to switch over all your progress from a normal character to an ultimate, or just save it for a future release. So before I show you the mod setup, let's take a quick break for our sponsor. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the new GsxrClyde collab just launched. You can get yourself a mouse pad, a t-shirt, or a cup. Buy anything on the website for the next 2 weeks using code Clyde. It could just be anything. It doesn't have to be this merch stuff if you don't like it, but using my code at checkout for the next 2 weeks puts you up in a giveaway to win $50 cash and a $50 gift card. I'm gonna have GsxrClyde just randomly select someone's order, and we're gonna hook them up with those prizes. Thanks for supporting this campaign, and hopefully you guys like the new launch. All right, now it's time to pull out those screenshots. So what did I learn? Well, I combined to get to killer recipe. I combined my red mods that I had left over, and then to get the second one, I just went and farmed the boss that it drops from. So it's pretty simple. So what I learned is with Ultimate Blair's kit, if you use killer recipe, you're going to be spamming the deadly feast a lot. Your whole purpose of the build is to spam your 1 and your 3, charge up the bar, which is his new passive, a feast of flavors. Pretty much you want to charge that bar up all the way to the top and then release your ult. And what's nice is you get this every 13 seconds. It's kind of like the Sharon build that everybody, the area suppression, where you were just constantly spamming her ult, her 4 and her 2. That's what's nice about this setup. I think you can nuke bosses with this. I do have some clips here of me going in and doing Gluttony and some other bosses. I think if you fully juice your reactor to Colossus damage and you go into your tuning chart and you go Colossus damage, you can actually get some nukes off. But we all know if you want to go kill a boss, you can use some different kits in the game. But again, it's totally up to you. This is a pretty basic setup here. You're going to run the 2 cooldown mods for MP conversion and nimble. I did have nimble over here, and I did put on multi-talented with most of my runs today. But again, I did tell chat, hey, I want to go for some boss damage. So I did put on spear and shield for the extra damage. But this was my setup for pretty much all the void erosions. I did level 27. I did get tore up a little bit, but I just wanted to see what it was like to go in the 27 solo. I think if you run level 30s, which I did, I actually did run void erosion 30s with randoms, did beat it, had to be very careful. You could probably take a build like this into 31 through 35, but you would definitely need a Lepic in there doing the Lep suck build so that you don't get destroyed. Switch up whatever you want. Skill extension is going to give you more duration on your flamethrower and also your spicy meatball, so you definitely want to play it to extension there. You're going to run 1 of your HP mods, and then you got 3 crit mods on, simply because I tried taking these off. I tried a non-crit, just wasn't hitting very good damage. And since you get a new passive, when their meter is full, you're going to get that skill effect. You're going to get the skill critical hit rate increase, the damage, and the skill power modifier. So it just made sense to run front lines to get the skill critical hit damage, more hit damage, and crit hit rate and crit damage here. That's why I did not run skill insight. We ran focus on dimension and focus on fire, simply just to have the cooldowns and all work together. So again, it's totally up to you. If you really wanted to go into bossing, you could put on dangerous, you could take off stim accelerants, you could put on dangerous ambush, like I did in some of my boss clips, and it's totally up to you. Now, with the next level recipe, this is pretty much set up for you to just run around and have a trail following you like Viessa. I was just running around and pretty much always had this trail going so that the enemies were getting burned, and then I was using my flamethrower to just consistently burn those enemies. I thought it was cool. I don't know, it was just something about shooting fireballs with the other mod. It just felt more fun. But don't sleep on this. I definitely felt like I was consistently clearing out groups more with this because of the next level recipe. So it's totally up to you. But as you see, it's the same mods. So What's nice is you can just run the same setup. I did add spear and shield just for a little bit more skill power, but again, you don't really need the multi-talented on if you don't want to. With the new changes, I had this sitting around. I had a blue skill cooldown with a purple skill critical hit damage, and with the changes in the game today, I was able to make it double gold, and all my components are double gold now because of that new change as well. So yeah, full Slayer set, skill cooldown, skill critical hit damage. If you get a skill critical hit damage with Colossus, definitely keep it. Guns are up to you. Here's your tuning chart. Like I said, if you wanted to go into a boss build, you could definitely pull off some pieces somewhere and go for the Colossus damage to add that. So it's kind of up to you. The changes that I was talking about to enhance all your stuff, external components right here, you could just make it all double gold. Now it will cost you some control cores, but if you have some, you can make any component double gold now. So happy farming. And that also works with your reactors as well. Good change, good quality of life. So hopefully you guys enjoy the build. I think Ultimate Blair is really fun. It just sucks that Serena exists, because when you're running around not killing stuff as fast as other characters, for some reason people just think, oh, I can't use this character because it's not as good as the other. I did kind of feel that today in the Void Erosion Purge, doing the 31 through 35. We were doing some runs without Serena. Like, I didn't have a Serena kitted because, like, when she came out, I kind of just stopped playing because she was so boring to play. When the Serenas came into play, it was all good. Made it easier, made it, you know, just wanted to knock these out. If you stayed to the end of the video, I was trying to give you guys my thoughts on what I enjoyed today with the update. Me personally, this Void Erosion Purge 31 through 35, it sucks. It's a bad idea from the devs. I love the devs. I love you guys. I do. But this idea was bozo behavior. Everybody does this once. You get your cores, and now it's just a battle of who cheats. You know, like, people are just going to absolutely ruin the squads. They're just going to cheat. There's no reason. There's no loot incentive behind this. Pretty much, if I just have 3 people join up on me that have never beaten 31 through 35 and they clear, there's no reason for them to come back in and do 31 through 35. Not for a bragging rights. We don't need to put that stuff in our Twitter bios. No one cares what place you finished. You literally made it so there's no replayability. And encouraging players to go back and play level 30 for what? We're sick of getting those cores. We're sick of doing the same stuff over and over and over. We need a switch. You know, when you add stuff like this, it kills the end game. When you add bosses like this and they die in 6 seconds or less, or 4 seconds, or they get one shot by the sniper build, it takes out the end game. And now you're taking out the grind of your game because you're encouraging people to get all double golds by simply everything. That's a good quality of life change. By the way, if I was to make another Last Dagger right now, I can get one that crafts with 4 out of 4 intrinsic already done. So that was another quality of life. The quality of life changes they made today was amazing, but it encourages players to just get everything and stop playing. I wonder if the gamble will pay off. It kind of feels like they're doing a Bungie strat. They're just going to wait for season 3. They're putting all their eggs in one basket. They're like, hey, season 3 is going to be amazing. Is it going to be too little, too late? They better swing for the fences on this, because, you know, I'm going to enjoy playing. I'm going to play in my free time, but this game is not designed for you to play daily anymore. It's just not. So hopefully with the season 3 update, they bring that hype back, because if not, oh boy, I think it's great what the devs are doing with the game. They're just trying to make it right, but just making everything a handout and giving no reason for replayability is a big problem in a lot of games right now. Thanks for listening to my spiel. Enjoy the Blair build, tweak it how you want. Remember, it's not the best setup. It's just what I was using today. I'll see you guys on the next one.